mamas, mommies, moms. It's Sunday, so I'm filming this before Mama Monday, but I've had something weighing on my mind and my heart, and I just want to talk about it, and while I had it fresh in my head, I wanted to go ahead and get it out there. I want to talk about mommy shaming. Mommy shaming has become a thing within the past 8 to 10 years. When my older kids were little, it was not a thing. I think it's literally the 2010s that it's become a thing. And I think it's because of two big things. Social media, and a lot of mamas are becoming crunchy mamas, and other mamas are still kind of being moms like we did, the 1970s, 1980s. So I think, but social media is the biggest thing. But, I don't know why we do it. I honestly am probably guilty of it too. I can't point out one specific thing, but I'm sure, at least in my head, that I've been guilty of it. But the biggest thing with mommy shaming is kind of go a little hand in hand is child safety. And that's the biggest thing I want to talk about. I think the biggest thing that we tend to mommy shame on is when we see somebody doing something with their child that we think is unsafe. And instead of nicely telling them that's not the right way to do it, we're just like, why are you doing it that way? You shouldn't do it that way. Don't you know the proper way to do it? What are you, an idiot? And that's just wrong, because when you do that, people are going to become offensive to it, and they're not going to listen. They're going to completely just shut you off right then. And when you're trying to help, they're not going to listen because you're doing it in a negative way. So we need to do things in a more positive way. So for instance, you're scrolling through your Facebook and you see a picture of a child in their car seat. Their chest clip is not where it's supposed to be. It's down on their belly. You just jump all over that mama. You need to put that child's chest clip up. What are you thinking? That mama is just, it's going to tear up her nerves, and she's not going to listen to you. And the child is probably going to continue to ride with the chest clip in the wrong spot. Instead, you should say, your baby is very precious, and I'm not sure if you're aware, but chest clips are actually not supposed to be at the belly. The chest clip is supposed to be right where the armpits are. That's where your chest clip is supposed to be. Another, for instance, you're at Walmart, Target, anywhere with shopping carts. Here in South Carolina, they're buggies. So if you hear me say buggy, I mean shopping cart. Back when my oldest two were little, you took the car seat, the infant car seat, and you put it in the top of the buggy, the shopping cart. That's just the way everybody did them. Well, now it's not safe to do that because it can just fall forward and then cause the baby to, smack its head on the cart and everything. And most people nowadays do not know about that. So when you see that, you just need to go to them very nicely. Don't jump all over their throats and make them have, a conniption fit about it. Just very nicely. That's no longer safe for your child to sit there. You need to take your child and put them either in a stroller or baby wear them. Because actually, I didn't know this, it is not safe for your child to even ride in the buggy or in the shopping cart while they're in their car seat. I learned this with Anna Claire being born. With preemies, you have to go through a car seat safety kind of class. And she said that actually it can cut off their airway. Especially, don't ever, don't leave your child in their car seat with the car seat unfastened. Sometimes you bring your car in and bring your child in their infant seat and they're asleep. And you unfasten their seatbelts and you let them sleep. It's not safe because the child can slide down and cut off their airway, and you think your child's asleep, and it can unfortunately die. There's been a few cases of that happening, especially in daycares, where the daycare worker just didn't realize it, and it was like an hour or two later they went to check on the baby and the baby was dead. So it's very sad. But I feel like we should nicely educate each other. We don't need to just shame each other, and especially, I mean, over stupid stuff. Well, I breastfeed my baby. You should not be bottle feeding your baby. That formula is just horrible. I can't believe you would give your baby that. Or, I only feed my kids eggs from hand-fed chickens. You know, little stuff like that. That stuff does not matter. It's great that you do that. What works for you and your child might not work for another mother. We've got to stop mommy shaming. We need to be supportive, because at the end of the day, all that matters is our kids' safeties, our safety of our children. But that's why I feel that mommy shaming and child safety kind of go hand in hand, because a lot of our mommy shaming is over us going, oh my gosh, the child, you know, you're concerned for the person's child. And you have every right to be concerned if you see someone doing something that's endangering their child. But you have got to do it in a nice way so that the person will hopefully hear you out. But that's my little rant or education on that. Oh, another big thing a lot of people might not know with car, I guess I'll just talk about car seat safety a little bit. It's getting close to winter time and it's already cold in some areas. Please do not put a heavy coat on your child and then buckle them in. That's not safe at all. Best thing to do is either put the coat on them and then take it off before you buckle them in, or just take a blanket and wrap your child up in the blanket to going from the car to wherever. That's probably the quickest and easiest thing to do. But yeah, it just, it doesn't, the seatbelt cannot get a tight fit if you have a big coat. And I've seen several people, especially on Teen Mom, I've seen several babies in cold climates and they're just bundled up and they've got the car seat and they tried to tighten it up, you can tell, but it's just not safe. You shouldn't do that. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Just, of course, make sure that the car seat is installed. And you can go to, I think it's fire departments that have car seat specialists. You know, everybody's got a phone now. Google. Find out where you need to go to make sure your car seat is safe. And if you're in a wreck, please don't use that car seat even if it looks like there's nothing wrong with it. Once a car seat has been in a wreck, is no longer usable, and do not take it and donate it or give it to someone, because it's not safe for their baby either. I think those are like the main things I see with car seats, is the chest clip and the people wearing too heavy of a jacket, and then they're putting them up in the grocery carts. But yeah, the safest thing, if you can, especially when your child is in an infant, before your child can sit up and sit in the grocery seat, the best thing to do is baby wear, if you can. And I know baby wearing is not for everybody, but that is absolutely the safest thing. Anna Claire's not into baby wearing anymore. She's more into getting down and roaming around and getting into what she can. But I did baby wear her a lot when she was real tiny. But anyway, I hope that this was helpful. I hope if somebody out there did not know about this, that now they are aware. And I hope that you felt that I told you in a nice way and that you don't feel like I'm jumping down your throat. I think that's just the biggest thing. We're mommies and we need to be like a small village and just help each other and be nice to each other. And if you see a mom that you can tell their children are just screaming to the top of their lungs and the mom just looks run down, tell that mom, you've got this, you're doing a good job. And that will make her feel so much better. So, mommies, you've got this and you're doing a great job. I love you all. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, come on, click down there and subscribe. I will talk to y'all next video. Love you all. Bye.